can think back to 1981, it's changed vastly changed. All for the better. Technology's increased massively. You still get the fitters that have been around for 20 or 30 years that say they can do everything and they don't need training. In 2021, they still need retraining. And it's complacency that sets in with people, I think. The aluminium side of it has drastically increased and improved. Back in the day, there was no thermal brake. Now we have a thermal brake and you have to be conscious of that, how you're fitting it, if you're fitting it the right way around. The product in general has got so much more complicated than what it was 30 years ago even. But yeah, you know, people need to understand that you can't just put a window in and hope that it's going to be okay. You've got to put it in with some sort of TLC, especially aluminium. The general cock-up you'll get from an inspection of a bifold that's been fitted by somebody else is that they're not plumb, they're not level, they've not been toe and heeled, which is all common factors that decide on whether a bifold will work or not. We've got our own training school, in-house training school. We've had it running for 3 or 4 years. Prior to the pandemic, we were getting customers coming up with their own fitting teams. Going back to the bifolds, we were installing it, we were putting it into our training school program and showing the guys really the way to fit it, plumb, level and to toe and heel, and how to make adjustments after final installation. We've got training videos, we've got videos that people can go onto the site and look at how to install a window, how to adjust a window, how to fit and install and adjust bifolding doors, aluminium patios, vertical sliders. The whole range of our product is on the site to inspect. I've travel all around the country, I look at all different site inspections, and we're dealing with companies we've dealt with for 20, 30, 35 years. And they've all got good guys fitting, and they all fit their own way, and they all fit what they think is the most efficient way. And until you actually go and see one of their site installs, just decide that they've not done really what they should have done, it sort of rams home to them then that they actually are not as good as they think they are. Some of the time I want to walk away and say, you know what, you really want to pack up what you're doing. I've seen it at later stages in their installs, and I can more or less say if you've got a new guy working with you, that's where the problem lies. He can be a fitter's mate for 6 months and then he decides he's going to go out and fit windows himself. So he splits off from his fitter and decides he wants to earn a lot of money, but he don't really have the knowledge after 6 months or to a year to decide that he can fit a bay properly, and that's where your problems lie. And you can guarantee, I'll go to sites and I'll say, you've had a new guy fit this, or you've got a guy that don't really understand the way these windows are fitted. They say, yeah, well, we have got a new guy, but we could do with him coming up to your training school. Well, it's a little bit late when you've got us down on site to look at something that you think is manufacturing orientated, but it's not. I went to a job for a big company we deal with, or we've dealt with. It was for a set of bifolding doors I had bought, and they supplied them to a builder. Builders fitted them. He decided that the doors were dragging across the bottom and he couldn't get them to work properly, so they asked for a site inspection. As soon as I walked through the door, the guy was going, your doors are a load of rubbish. I said, did you fit them? He said, no, I've got a builder friend of mine who's built my extension, fitted them. I went to the doors. As soon as I saw them, I said, you know why they're dragging across the bottom? I said, because you've got the wheels at the head and the guides are at the bottom. I said, they're actually upside down. He said, no, the wheels always hang from the top. No, they don't. Not this type of system doesn't allow it. I said, your doors are upside down. Builders can't fit windows the way a normal installation team can fit. They don't have that experience. They build houses. I get massive satisfaction of going out, doing a job. They've had their customer, our customer, has gone back to fix this and fix that, and I've still got no joy of it. And so I go down and I think, well, it's not really a difficult job. So you go down and you do the job. They're all over you. They're all over you. If they could give you money, they would. I can't believe you just sorted it out, and it took the company I bought it from 10 attempts to get this far, and I still haven't been happy with it, and you've just done it in a stroke. That's where I get my satisfaction. I really do. And that's what makes me want to get up and come to work.